You and me have the exact same
Oh my gosh, no
watch face. Look at
way.
that.
Congrats on your win this morning. Fastest member of Congress for the second year.
Well, actually, so Republicans won it for like over 15 years straight.
Oh my
Um, yeah, and then when I got elected, uh, ran it for the first time last year and finally brought the trophy back home to the Dems this time.
good. It came back home. How do you manage being in Congress, being a member of Congress and running? I'm assuming you train pretty decently.
Started asking myself, how could I do this job and not get out on a run regularly? Because when I have a big day, even if I've had to work late, I still try to figure out like where is the quick
Yeah.
slot where I can get in a run. Keep a spare pair of running shoes there. And so like if a meeting gets canceled, people like apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh no, it's perfect. And that's when I get down there, throw those shoes on, and I can run on the mall.
Oh, I know you were I did a little bit of research. I know
Yeah.
you were a Texas State qualifier and a 418 miler back in the day. And the Texas State meet is no joke. So, how has growing up as a runner and a Texan impacted your dreams to run for Congress and make a positive impact in your running community, the great state of Texas, and your country?
Yeah. Texas track is serious. And so I was really proud to run the times that I ran to be able to get to the state meet. Now, people younger than me, it's incredible the times that they run at the Texas state meet. I don't think I could even have made it at all anymore,
Yeah.
given how much faster young people have gone, which is just amazing. For me, just the discipline and knowing that if you just keep your mind on a goal and keep telling yourself, look, it's just another lap or it's just another couple laps that you can get there, really helped me as a young person, first running for city council back when I was 24 years old, and then running for Congress just a few years ago. I believe so much in people's health. Everybody deserves access to healthcare, and that's part of what I campaigned on, was going out there, you know, getting my steps in and having had my cardio to go and knock on a lot of people's doors and talk to people all up and down Central Texas, from San Antonio all the way up to Austin, using that energy to go get the word out that I think healthcare is a human right, that we shouldn't be taking people's healthcare away, and that people shouldn't have to be checking their bank statement before they go see a doctor.
I know that health is an important topic to you, like you just brought up. It's a super important topic for runners as well. Seeing as being able to stay healthy and have access to healthcare to stay in tip top shape is key to achieving our running goals. Can you talk a bit more about the big changes in healthcare that Congress is currently debating?
Right now, unfortunately, right now in this very building, there is this Republican pushed bill to pass these tax breaks for billionaires. And in order to pay for the tax breaks for billionaires, the Trump Republican majority is considering and is voting on kicking over 8 million people off of their health care almost immediately. And if they have complete all of their plans, it's going to be over 13 million people losing their health care. Basically, they want to cut Medicaid in order to pass these tax breaks for billionaires. And it's just so ludicrous that we're having a debate about kicking people off their health care when in places like Texas, there are so many people that don't have health care at all. They don't get to go see a doctor. They're just going to the hospital or to the emergency room when they have a problem. And so in my view, we should be getting everybody access to health care rather than kicking them off. And when people hear Medicaid, we don't always know and think about all the things that Medicaid helps cover. A majority of nursing home patients are there thanks to Medicaid. So we'd be talking about potentially throwing so many people out of their nursing homes.
Yeah.
Also, a huge percentage of births are covered by Medicaid. And so whether we're talking about expecting moms or talking about our own moms or grandparents, Medicaid is so important. And so instead of talking about kicking folks off, I think we should be having universal health care so everybody can take care of their health, can see a doctor before problems get worse. Because runners, we know that when something starts hurting or something's wrong, if you don't take care of it early, it's just going to get worse.
Access to all types of healthcare, from reproductive healthcare to Medicaid, like you brought up, and more, is something that runners and all people should have safe and affordable access to. What are your plans in supporting these rights as Congress currently debates kind of taking these away or potentially stripping them down? Like, what are you doing to stop that, prevent that?
I'm asking folks all over the country to reach out to their member of Congress and express their concerns. If just 4 Republican members of Congress say, you know what, we're going to vote against these cuts to healthcare, then we can save Medicaid as we know it. We can keep millions of people on their healthcare. And so everybody should reach out to their member of Congress and check in on this. And once we defend Medicaid, save it, preserve it, then I do think at some point we've got to talk about expanding it. I support a Medicare for all system where you don't have to be fighting with insurance companies just for them to tell you no on the healthcare that it is you need, just so that the CEO can make more money. I think we should get to a place where healthcare is a human right. I think an amazing part of being able to stay healthy is to not have to work 2 or 3 jobs and not have to work so many hours to pay the rent and pay the mortgage, so that you get a little bit of time in the morning or in the evening where you can go on a run or you can cook a healthy meal with your family. Oh, as I go out there and talk to folks about the kind of country we deserve, is instead of cuts for billionaires and kicking folks off healthcare, why don't we make sure that people have access to the reproductive care they need, to the mental health care they need, to just the basics. That way folks can feel like, okay, if I work a full-time job, I've got the basics covered, I've got my retirement protected, and then I can actually go out there and do the stuff I want to do.
Definitely be calling whoever I need to
Call your folks up,
Yep,
get involved. Yeah.
that's exactly.
I appreciate all the runners out there who think about getting involved in politics. I know sometimes people that I meet out there running, they're like, oh, I can't always pay attention to the politics, but the politics is paying attention to you. And so whether there's green space for us to run in, whether people have health care, how many hours people have to work, all that stuff is decided here in the Capitol. So you should pay attention.